Hey guys, it's Classy Otaku here for a kind of different video. Man, not really different, we've already done the whole my hopes and expectations for E3. But this is different because it's going to be kind of unscripted. I have my thoughts to the side, and I'm kind of be doing this off the cuff, see how I like it. Hopefully it's not too terrible. Anyway, this is going to be my reflective thoughts on E3 2017. So I hope you guys like it. Um, I'll be leaving a link to my thoughts on my hopes for E3 2017 somewhere in either the corners or in the description below. So if you want to see those to compare them to my thoughts after E3, go ahead. Hopefully this won't be too long. Now, let's get started. So E3 2017 has come and passed with a lot of trailers and hype and tiredness and probably con sickness for a lot of people. I unfortunately couldn't go to E3, so I won't be getting sick because of it. Yay! This is going to be split up into 3 different sections: the good, the bad, and the meh. And we're going to start off with the bad just so we get all that negativity out of the way. So, the bad. What was bad about E3 2017? Well, first off, I wasn't there, so I couldn't be the life of the party. Sorry, guys. I know you all my adoring fans, all like one of you who consistently keep watching. I know you missed me there. You missed my energy. But seriously, there wasn't anything too bad about E3. I mean, besides Bethesda trying to get people to pay for mods that they make, that's bad. Like, really, Bethesda, why would you pay for mods? I mean, I'm sure there are gonna be people who pay for it because the only reason they did it legally is because there's no other option, but that just put a really bad taste in my mouth. Ugh. Um, Another really kind of bad thing about E3 was that was pretty boring. Most of the conferences before Ubisoft to me were pretty lackluster. There wasn't a lot to talk about. I didn't really watch the Microsoft one because, again, I don't have an Xbox One, or I guess an Xbox One X, which got announced. That's dumb, but so I didn't watch it. I just read a highlights article, and that was it. I heard it was pretty good, but to me, E3 was pretty boring until Ubisoft. And then the only other bad thing if I'm stretching, is Final Fantasy 15 VR. It's a fishing simulator. Really? Really now? Okay, Sony, I think you're really stretching to push that VR. I don't know. I thought Farpoint on the VR was pretty cool, and being able to play some games in VR, like Star Wars Battlefront for the X-Wing missions, that's really fun, especially when you get to kill Boba Fett. That's really fun. Alright, so those are my three, three or four bad things about E3. On the whole, it wasn't that bad, but the things that were bad, paying for mods, my god, that's ridiculous. Anyway, on to the meh. There's a couple more meh things about E3. Uh, First of all, everyone was talking about Skyrim, which I don't mind because I haven't played the game and I've heard that it's really good, so there's no reason to not talk about a good game. The problem is the game's been out since I don't even know. It's a 6-year-old game at least. It has to be at least 6 years old. So why are we still talking about it? Why is it still being talked about and re-released over and over and over and over again? Like I give the Switch a pass because there's never been Skyrim on a Nintendo console, so that is kind of a big thing. So that, in my mind, is okay. But then you have Skyrim on the Bethesda conference, I think it was, and then again at Sony because of VR, and then there's even another one for talking about amiibos and stuff. It was weird. It was just everywhere, and I didn't. It was kind of took me out of it a little bit just because it just kept showing up. Another meh thing about E3 is that it really felt underwhelming. There was no showstopper. Remember a couple years ago when Final Fantasy VII got announced, and then the year after that, last year, when Breath of the Wild took over everything? It felt a little underwhelming to go from Final Fantasy VII, then to Breath of the Wild, and it's just nothing. There was no huge announcement at E3. To me, I guess the Metroid Prime 4 teaser number that got to really everyone started flipping out because of a number. It was hilarious. It was hilarious to watch all the chats go insane because the number 4 appeared out of nowhere. But anyway, I guess that was the big hype thing, but nothing had the weight of FF7, Breath of the Wild, Shenmue, God of War 4 last year. Those were all huge announcements, and then nothing. Really nothing. So, I think that was it's not bad, because you can't expect there to be one huge announcement every year. There aren't enough game franchises that are still alive to have that oomph factor there. So, whatever, I guess we just have to deal with it. And I guess that kind of plays into my last meh thing, is that everyone talked about games that we already knew were coming. I can't think of a single game that they showed, except for maybe one or two that hadn't been announced last year. I mean, we already knew about God of War, we knew about Detroit Beyond Human, we knew about Spider-Man, we knew about Sea of Thieves, Assassin's Creed Origin, South Park, Mario game, the Zelda DLC, on and on and on and on. Beyond Good and Evil 2. We knew all of these games were coming, or at least it was so heavily teased that it just wasn't a big thing. And I think that plays into why a lot of people can't decide who won E3, even though it doesn't really matter who won E3 because it's pretty biased based on whatever consoles you have. Like, I'm never going to say that Microsoft won E3 because I don't have their console, so it doesn't matter to me what games are coming out. I'm not going to play them anyway. And I know that's the same with people in Nintendo. Like, Nintendo's never going to win E3 for people because Nintendo has had the same franchises for so long. It's never going to surprise anyone what games are coming out for them. So, I guess that's kind of its own separate plot. No one really won E3. There's nothing huge or big really announced. So, that's sad. And finally, the last section, the good. And there was a lot of good for E3. First of all, it was open to the public. So you didn't really have to be a press or a big YouTuber or, I guess, a reputable reporting site to be able to get into E3 this year, which I know a lot of people loved. I always listened to Game Explain. I know they enjoyed meeting a lot of their fans there. We even had one of them on one of their discussions. I think it was like E3 Day 2 discussion there. So that's really cool. I really wish I could have gone, but alas, that costs more money than I will ever have. Another good thing about E3 is, well, there are just a lot of games. Even though I was complaining earlier that there weren't a lot of games that, not a lot of new games that showed off. The ones that did, the new games that did show up are the games that they already talked about and were showing off again here were great. God of War 2, God of War 4 looks amazing. It looks so good. And I'm really glad it's not coming out on holiday 2017 because I would have no money because there are too many good games coming out this year. There really are. So Dad of War looks great. Detroit Beyond Human looks way different from what we saw last year. I think last year it was a crime solving case to try to stop this rogue android from killing some little girl, and now this year it's all about the android rebellion, and it looks awesome. I really want it. Like I wasn't sure if I wanted it last year when I saw it, but now I'm really interested in knowing what's going to happen with this game and when it's coming out. Um, Shadow of the Colossus got an HD remake. I love Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I don't. Shadow of the Colossus is a game that I'd probably buy a lot. I didn't get the last HD remake because I didn't have the money, and then I kind of just forgot that they made one. And then now they're coming up with a new one on the new console, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it because it's awesome. Uncharted looked good. Beyond Good and Evil looked good. Like, these are games I was expecting to look good. South Park looked hilarious, like always. Skyrim VR. I'm on the fence on that. I think it's a good thing that the VR systems are getting a game like Skyrim made because that's going to sell consoles, of course. I'm on the cuff of it because I don't want who makes Skyrim? Is it Ubisoft? I think it's Ubisoft, or is it Bethesda? I don't remember who makes Skyrim anymore. I think it might be Bethesda. It's probably Bethesda. I don't want them to keep remaking it as a way to not make more games. I want them to make more games. I know a lot of people are upset that there hasn't been a new ESO game or something in a long time, so make the next ESO game or remake Oblivion. I was talking to my friend Steven, who has played a lot of their games, and he wants Oblivion remade, even though I have no clue what Oblivion is, because it's an older game, it needs more attention. So, remake that. Maybe people like it. I don't know. Skull and Bone looked amazing. It's another pirate game, kind of like Sea of Thieves, except it's based off of Assassin's Creed 4, whichever one Black Flag is. It's based off of that because a lot of people liked the pirate stuff, and so they're like, let's just make a whole game out of it, which it looks like they are. So, that looks cool. And then Sea of Thieves looks amazing. I don't know if I'd be good at that game, but I'm gonna try it and piss off anyone I play online with because I will suck, unfortunately. Ori and the Will of the Wisps looks beautiful. And then the last game I was really, really, really in love with was Starlink because it looked like shoot, what was it? Star Fox. It reminded me a lot of Star Fox with some No Man's Sky and some other element. I don't know. I'd have to relook at the trailer again to really understand. And then it had like these it kind of had the toys to life element with it, which is really cool. I think my little cousins will enjoy it, and I'm just gonna like it because it's a shooting game. And even though I'm horrible at them, I do like them. I really wish I was better at shooting games. But that's why Splatoon was made, for people like me who suck at shooting games. Or for people who are good at them and just want to spray people with ink and make bad shooting game people feel bad. Anyway, off of that. All in all, guys, I think E3 was above average. I can't call it an average E3. One, because I haven't watched enough E3s to really understand what they're supposed to feel like. But I thought it was above average. It wasn't great. It was just solidly good. I'll give it. I feel like I should make my own rating scale. Until I figure out my own rating scale, guys, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. Solidly good, what I would expect. Slightly better than I think some people were expecting. And yeah, I wouldn't give it an 8. I don't think it was spectacular enough. Nintendo had the chance to make it an 8 for me if their conference was just a little bit better. Maybe it needed a little bit more Fire Emblem, or a new character announcement for ARMS or something. I know they came out later, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, let me know how you think about this direction with videos. If you like the scripted of the other E3 video or the unscripted. I'm probably gonna have one more unscripted video up in the next week or so. It's gonna be Fire Emblem Warriors related. I know you guys were just waiting to hear that rage. Anyway, guys, hope you have a good time, day, morning. I just messed that up. Let me try this again. Anyway, guys, hope you have a great day, night, time, or whatever. And this is Classy, signing off.